Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here. And up to this point, we've been really diving into examining our different fossils and comparing them with our mystery fossil to begin deciding where do we put that fossil in our museum. And though we've done a really good job up to this point at being precise in our observations and in our comparisons, we now have to take all that information, begin to organize it, and decide where in the museum does it go. And to do that, we're going to be using a model, one that we've seen before, an evolutionary tree model, to help us decide where our different shared structures are with our different species, and then obviously where it goes in the museum. But before we do that, we're going to do a practice activity where you go into Amplify and you're going to be working with a imaginary species to create a diagram of your own. Now, when we create this diagram, we're practicing not only how to organize the different shared structures within our model, but then put them in our evolutionary tree in a way that shows a common ancestor and a descent species. As we go through the rest of this video, we're going to be diving into the Amplify page where we do just that. We want to understand how to organize different species by their shared structures and how to complete the next task, which is going to be the modeling tool. If at any point when we come back, we don't quite understand one or the other, let's definitely check in. So let's take a look. So when we click on the Amplify link here, it's going to take us to our modeling tool, more specifically the page with our modeling tool, and it's going to have a set of directions here. You're going to launch the modeling tool by clicking on the blue link here, and when you get done with it, you're going to upload a picture of what you did and answer a question about what you did. Okay, so that's key. You're completing the modeling tool by clicking the link here, you're uploading an image of what you did, and then you're going to answer a question. Now, the directions that you see here on what to do are also found within the modeling tool itself. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here's the modeling tool. The instructions that we're going to go over are right here. But essentially, we're going to first identify the different types of species we have. And then we're going to be adding and removing different structures to show what the common ancestor of species B and C has. So let's take a look at how that works. You're first going to start by looking at where it says indicate organism type. And you're going to either tell us whether or not this is the common ancestor or the descent species. And you do that for all three. Which is which? Once you've decided, you're then going to be picking which of the different body structures that you see here with the question marks should our species here in our diagram have. Now remember, our lines here represent that this species has shared structures with both of these organisms. So to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the little question mark, and you're going to choose one of the following choices. You're going to click the blue to say that this species here has this shared structure with my two here. You're going to click the X to remove it to say it does not have this structure shared with both of these species. Or you're going to click on the question mark. You don't quite know. I don't quite know if this structure is shared with both of these species. And you're going to go through and do each one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different body structures. So you're going to ask yourself, this species, remember, it has to have shared body structures with both of these. So what structures should it share with both B and C? So we'll choose the organism type. We'll choose whether or not it has or does not have that body structure. And then when we're done, we'll click the blue hand in button. From there, folks, we're going to come back to the Amplify page. You should see your image uploaded there, and then you're going to answer the question about, well, how do you know which structures are present in species A? Species A is that right there. Okay? So that is how we access the model. That's how we complete the different species types and body structures that we see in species A. That's how we complete the question and then obviously hand in our model. Take your time with this. Don't rush. If you want to check in with me when you're done to make sure everything went well, let's do that. But let's take a quick reflection and decide, do I understand how to organize the different species by their shared body structures in my model? And do I know how to complete the next task? If we're confused or need help, let's check in. Otherwise, good luck.